Welcome to Always Analog, where we celebrate the beauty of analog technology in the digital world. Today, a pen review, and a pen review of another variety of the Bic Cristal. Shout out and thank you to my good friend Sue in Switzerland, who from time to time sends me these wonderful little goodie boxes of things that are common in Swiss stores, but we don't see here in the US. So thank you, Sue, so much. Really appreciate it. And one of the things that was in one of her gifts to me was a few of these Bic Cristal Ups. And she knows how I love the crystal. And this particular Cristal Up, they were selling these in the US for a while. I haven't seen them lately anywhere, so I don't know if they are continuing to market them here or not. But this particular pen is a medium ballpoint pen, but unlike the standard Bic Cristal, which is a medium ballpoint pen, the Cristal Up has a ballpoint of 1.2 millimeters, where our standard Cristal, of course, is a 1.0 millimeter. So the Cristal Up is essentially like the Cristal Soft, which is a 1.2 millimeter tip. And the difference being the barrel. As you can see, this has a completely opaque white barrel, but I believe it shares a little bit of the ink tube. Boy, this is out, isn't it? It's still writing. I didn't even notice. I use this pen all day long, and I go through a lot of these. But this Bic Cristal Soft is made in France, 1.2 millimeter. This Bic Cristal Up is made in Mexico. So let me put this back in. I don't know if you can notice, and I don't know if the camera picks it up, but the tips are slightly different colors. They're both blue, but you'll see that the tip here on the Cristal Up is a little darker than the tip on the Cristal Soft. So I don't know if that's just a variation in the color of the plastic that they're using, made in France, made in Mexico. I don't know if that accounts for the difference or not. We will take a, let me move my Cristal Soft out of the way for a moment, and we'll take a closer look at the Cristal Up. So it's white, standard Bic Cristal barrel. You will see that the Bic logo and Cristal Up is in gold, or I'm sorry, in silver foil. I'm going to try to do a little angle here to see if I can get this to show. I'm going to try. You can see the Bic man and the Bic logo is embossed here on the barrel, and there is a almost impossible for even me to see. There's a little production code here, P-G-27, right here, and then here, I'm sorry, it's just, this white is just so hard to show with the camera. Anyways, the word Mexico is embossed right here. And of course it employs a blue end cap to indicate ink color. Standard crystal cap, but two-toned, which sort of makes it a little fun and interesting. All white body with the exception of the little pocket clip, which the full range of it is in the blue. So let me get a piece of paper and we will do a little writing with this Bic Cristal Up medium point 1.2 millimeter tip ballpoint pen. Okay, here we go. Cristal Up almost sounds like some kind of soda drink, doesn't it? Thank you, Sue, again for the pen. Now we're going to try the soft. Let me get these a little closer together. About the same. About the same. They have very similar feels to them, really, and although you can maybe see that the tips are not identical in terms of their construction. One, they're different colors. I mean, the plastic is a little different. This one is a darker blue than that. This one also is silver, and this one is gold. And if I'm being honest, I think, and this could be psychosomatic, the soft, writing with the soft, it feels a bit more cushioned than the up. Feels a bit more sharp. But the ink is virtually the same, and the lines that they create are virtually the same. And here's a standard crystal. And perhaps you can see this is the line is marginally wider, bolder, but there it is. Well, since this one is going to be meeting its end shortly, judging by the depletion of that ink tube, I will let the Cristal Up take over so I can spend a little bit more quality time writing with it. But just in terms of comparing and contrasting the two Cristal 1.2 millimeter pens, they're made in different factories. They have obviously different barrels in terms of their color. They're shaped exactly the same, but and they have a slightly different feel, I'm convinced. Maybe I'm crazy. If somebody thinks otherwise, please chime in. Anyways, always fun to compare the ever expanding variety of Bic Cristal pens. Thanks again, Sue. Appreciate it. And thanks to all of you for watching. Please share, like, and subscribe if you're so inclined. And I'll look forward to seeing you again soon on Always Analog.